Okay, greetings everyone. This is Gerard, editor-in-chief of Filipino Soul, aka S.G.I.B magazine. Stand for Soldiers Got Intentions, believe that. Because everyone should be soldiering for something. A dream, a goal, an idea, a train of thought, something. And owner of P.B.G's production, stand for Photos by Gerard, the best, and Freelance Publicity Photography. And I hope you have enjoyed some of my photography work, as I move around and take a couple of pictures here and there. I really miss the days of being a bona fide 365 days of the year photographer. But photographer has become one of those names of professions, because of all the bad photographers, that when you say you're a photographer, they go, ooh. Photographers, who hiding, hidden cameras in the dressing room, or serial killer photographers, or something like that, or, kidnapping, it's crazy. So, I'd rather be a magazine editor now than just say I'm a photographer. That's what I am here today. Well, right now I'm in Cebu, Philippines. I came to do the event. Oh my God, let me tell you something. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. The efforts, the show. I'm posting a video when I get back to Dumaguete to rest that thing. But you have to see the turnout that they did for me. Oh my God, it brought tears to my eyes to see all the work, love, and labor that this whole, not just school, but whole culture, performed for me, for my presence being there and bringing Filipino Soul magazine to the school. And along with my promotional team, Ellen Bayou, who was the 2016 Daily Showtime winner and who is also public relations for Filipino Soul magazine. We had her daughter Chrissy, who performed, flawless. Yeah, Chrissy is adorable. We also had Baby, who was Ellen's sister, who also came along and helped out singing too. I always say that, you have a choice to be a little fish in a big pond, or be a big fish in a little pond. And not that I'm saying I'm big or anything like that, but that's the impression. That's the impression I get to the type of love and turnout that what was given to me at that school. I mean, all of them wanted to touch me. All of them wanted me to high five them. For one glimpse moment, I had an idea of maybe what someone of celebrity or superstardom, goes through when they're around people. It was just beautiful. So look for that video. But there are a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about while I have your ear. And Michael Cohen, I think just finished his testimony last week or so on testifying in front of Congress. And what I want to say. Let me turn this other on because someone's sending me a message and I can't see it, but I interfere with the music. But what I want to say is that up until then, I gave President Trump the benefit of the doubt. A lot of you know that I voted for Hillary Clinton because, actually, I wanted to have the first woman president in my lifetime. And I supported her back in 2004, believe it or not, because I had the foresight to see that one day she would be running for president. In fact, so much that I stood in front of Grand Central Station when Bush was running with Gore and hand out flyers, first woman president of the United States, vote for the Bush in 2004. I was really behind her. It's unfortunate that, not unfortunate, I'm glad Obama came in. And when President Obama came in, well, of course, I had to choose to go with Obama. Why? Because he's black. I'm not afraid to shame that. I'm not ashamed to say that. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you only voted for him because he was black." Yeah, just like an Italian running for office, the Como said you vote for him because he's Italian, and just like Elliot Spitzer, who was groomed to be the first Jewish president of the United States, they voted for him because he's Jewish. There is nothing wrong with voting your ethnicity. There's nothing wrong with that. But they try to make it out as if it was some bad thing, that we did or we would do. So anyway, so once Obama came in, of course, there were Republicans who voted for Obama, because I saw an interview with one say, the reason I voted for him because if my grandkids came to me and asked me who did I vote for when the first black president was running for office, he could not tell them that he did not vote for Obama. So that's just to show you, the importance of what it was to have him in office. But anyway, Trump got into office. I always view Trump as a reality show president. Let me hold on a second. I have my driver who's going to be driving me around. I'm speaking with her now, and I'll tell you what, I'm speaking with her right now, and I want to have breakfast. I get to have 2 breakfasts here at the hotel where I'm staying at. So anyway, I always knew that President Trump was a reality show president. I mean that a lot of his attraction was due to him being a reality show personality, and I knew that if he had become in office, I even wrote this thing that I'm going to watch Trevor Noah and just watch for the shits and giggles that's going to come trickling down the line as Trump, tries to run the country. And it's funny because if you listen to report, he never expected to win. He was totally caught up. He's like, damn, this is what got him in trouble. He tried to keep his Russian business going. Well, look, I don't want to shut the door because I'm not going to win this election, but he did. But anyway, even once he became president, I sat back and said, okay, he is our commander-in-chief. My being an ex-service member, my loving my country, I said, well, look, we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He is now the commander-in-chief. So let's just hopefully that the office would make him presidential. Because we know he had a way to go. Putting his cabinet together, you knew we were up for a ride, because he was just grabbing people from left and right field to fulfill his cabinet. Because if you know it through history, that no president has really actually ran the country. None whatsoever. They took advice from their cabinet. They sat around and they had the best advisors in the world, to sit around and inform the president of the goings-ons of what's going on in the world, to help him understand the decisions or the crises or the severity of what needed to be dealt with as the most powerful man in the world, the president of the United States. Well, Trump wasn't like that. Trump looked at it as another CEO of a company, in my opinion. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. What I want to talk about is that even when it came out that Trump's a racist, Trump is white supremacist, or Trump is this, Trump is that, I reserved my opinion on that, because I sat back and I looked at overall Trump, and I had came to the conclusion that Trump was neither one of those, that Trump was an opportunist. Trump was someone who would take the opportunity to do and say whatever it is that he needed to say to make that deal, to come out on top. He can tell you one thing in one room and walk into another room and tell you the exact opposite, because he's an opportunist. So I never really felt for that train of thought that he was a racist or white supremacist. although it seemed to galvanize that party, or that part of the United States, it wasn't something that I was totally ready to sign off into, that he was a white supremacist or racist. So what happened was that Michael Cohen took the stand in front of Congress and he talked. And I believe he talked with truth. Everybody lies, but when you have nothing, and when you have nothing to lose, why lie anymore? And I saw him as a beaten man, that he had fell under the spell of Trump and got caught up in the novelty of being Trump-like or a part of his persona. And I can understand, take a bullet for him, and I can understand all that. But I also understand that when Trump turned on him, called him a rat and things of that nature, and when Michael Cohen saw that he was being hung out to dry, and after lying for Trump, he decided he would testify in front of Congress and tell the whole story. And he did. And old boy would have painted, he painted. And I want to say, listen to him talk about President Trump has convinced me that yes, Trump is a racist. I'm not going to go as far as saying a white supremacist, could very well be. But listen to him tell how he rode around with Trump in black neighborhoods and things of that nature, and point out the window and say only blacks can live like that. Or saying that, blacks would never vote for him because they're too stupid. Things of those natures, things that were racist comments that he made, as far as I'm concerned, were just hearsay until Michael Cohen said it. Once Michael Cohen said those things, then it was no longer hearsay to me. It was as if Trump had said it himself. And looking at the going-ons of what he's been going on and doing and everything, it's just a matter of time. He's going to go to jail. And if you look at what I wrote, it also said that if he survives the first year without getting locked up, something like that, because I knew I had an idea that he was going to go through the ringer. Okay, so that's on the Trump issue. Let's see what else I want to talk to you about. Okay, yeah. Living in the Philippines for me has been an experience like I've never had before. As being a man, I've never been the type of dude that where sitting in a bar and a girl comes over and says I want to take him home. I choose him. In fact, I'll tell you a story once in San Francisco, when I was a player, and me and this other brother, we were in this strip club, and this gorgeous blonde who was on the pole, and, she would come over our table, and, when she come over the table, I'd be talking, she'd be laughing, be giggling, and my partner just sat there, it's like, just chill, not saying a word, just chill. And so every chance she came and she sat over at the table. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, well she liking this. I'm taking this dame home, right? So when she got off work, brought her to the table. I said, okay, so who you gonna go home with? And she said, him. She pointed to him. I said, oh, okay. She didn't know. Him had no money. In fact, he asked to borrow $5 from me. I wouldn't give it to him, so he gave me a gold ring. He was a fairly big dude. Gave me a gold ring, like a class ring. Gave me a ring, and I said, "Wow, he's giving this for collateral." So I said, "Okay, cool." So I gave him the $5. And then the next morning I was in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, and the ring fell off my finger, boop, 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 right in the toilet. I said, the hell with it. It doesn't matter to me, but that's how it's always been. But here in the Philippines, it's different, man. It's different. I mean, it's like girls here have never truly been loved by a man. And I think I might be stepping over the line by saying that, but I remember this one girl telling me, she says, if I come home with you, I'm bringing my bags. I said, wow. I said, wow. But that's how serious it is, man. And it's good. It's refreshing, you know. It's just, I really enjoyed it. I've never been in an opportunity, where they're just all around. Girls are just all around. Girls are all around. And me, I love being around girls. So I'm not waiting for my 7 virgins up in heaven. I got my virgin loves here on earth. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let me see what else I want to talk to you about. Okay, let's get back to President Trump for a second. And let me give you something that the Democrats should use if they want to campaign against Trump. They should point out the fact that since President Trump has become president of the United States, Americans are no longer safe around the world. That the United States will not stand up, protect you, fight for you, or punish those who do wrong to you in foreign countries. That should be a sticking point for the Democrats to put out there, because of the young man who North Korea, damaged and ultimately killed. Now let's wait. Okay, now maybe a lot of you don't know the whole story. This was a college prank or something like this, and you cannot go to a foreign country and do what you want to do as if you were in the United States. And he thought it would be a prank, a gag, or to take a sign off the wall from North Korea and bring it back as a souvenir. And he got caught. He got punished. Granted, it was rather harsh, extremely harsh. But then, you have to leave. When you're in a country, you got to respect that country. I respect the Philippines. I'm very careful. I'm always careful, of how I say things, what I post things, how I carry myself. Because anything that's deemed inappropriate can be a flag that could ultimately lead to something happening to you. Like I have young girls around me, who come at lunch or whatever, but never alone, always with their parents or with a guardian. It's just the right thing to do. You have to know to do the right thing. And I think I know how to do the right thing. My being here in the Philippines is an indication that I know how to do the right thing. Because by right, I shouldn't be here. Which reminds me, a lot of things always happen in the month of March. And I think this is a perfect time for me to tell you that I joined the service in March 73. I got out of service in March 76. I got arrested in March 96. I got out of prison in March of 99. And this March 2019, I celebrate 20 years. 20 years of not having handcuffs on me. 20 years of not going back to jail. 20 years doing what I need to do to keep from going to jail. I'm not perfect, nor have I tried to be. I just try to be smart. I know for myself, being locked up is not something that I wanted to do. It only took one time for me to learn. And God knows here in the Philippines, I wouldn't want to be locked up. It said it takes 6 months before you can go to court. And in the Philippines, there's no place to sleep. You either sleep standing up. They don't feed you. People got to bring you food. I mean, the stories I hear. You got to pay people off. But I am happy and I am blessed. Someone told me, Gerard, you shouldn't talk so much about jail. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I want to shout it from the mountaintop. Hey, 20 years this month and a kid has not had handcuffs on him. I don't know about you, but I'm proud of myself. So I wanted to let you know, and I guess we can go. We can go. 20 years, yay! Something right there. Let me see. Okay. I go exercise and I walk on this like. It's like a walk that's by the water, and I go walking there. And I go to the end, I exercise, and I walk back, and I have my speaker, and I play Filipino music, beautiful music. I play other languages too, but because of Ellen Bayou, I really kind of gravitated to learn a lot more. Listen to this. I was in a taxi and I was riding. Matter of fact, the promotional team was with me. And they're in the back talking, blah, 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 like this. And the radio was playing. And I heard that. I said, what is that? What is that song? Find that song. And they found it. And this is the song. It's called Se de la wa un puso. It means you have two hearts. To choose. Yeah. And it was that part. Ooh, it sounded R&B, more R&B to me than anything else. I said, oh my God, I gotta hear that song, And so that's how I ended up with that song. But it was funny. The people who were in the car knew exactly when I first heard that song. And somehow or another, it turned into, oh, why are you singing about a song about two hearts? Why are you singing you got two girlfriends? It was so funny. But anyway, getting back to I was walking and past these guys, and I say my butang, which means good morning. So one said, oh, you like music? You like Filipino music? I said, yes, I love it. I said, good. And there was an older woman who was in front of me, who's walking, and she heard me, and she turned around. And so, as I walked into her, she said, oh, you like me? I said, yes. She said, why you like it? I said, well, I said, I listen to other musics around the world, and mostly because I have an artist who sings it, and I learn a lot more too. She said, you have an artist? So I said, can I show you? And she's an old woman, so she sat down with me. So about 20 minutes, we sat down there, and I gave her like a mini concert with Ellen Bayou, showing her different songs and all this stuff like this. And we chatted and all this stuff like this, talk about this and that, and what have you. And so, I realized that, old women. So usually when I stop and talk to people or what have you, like one time this girl and her boyfriend or whatever it is was sitting on the bench, and so you could tell they're probably very, very attractive girl, and you could tell she was kind of like, didn't want to be there, rather be somewhere else, that kind of thing. So I turned to her and I smiled, and she gave me the biggest smile. Come here. So she came over to me. So I reached in my pocket and I gave her money. She said, this for me? I said, yeah. I said, that's for that smile. She said, oh, thank you. I said, okay, sure. I said, don't stop smiling. Smiling is so small. Don't stop smiling. So anyway, so the women I was sitting talking to and whatever. So before I left with her time is just as important as mine, you know. So I reached in my bag and I gave her 200 pesos. She said, "What's this?" I said, "This is for you." She said, "For me?" I said, "Oh." She said, "Oh, I was praying I was gonna help pay my water bill. I was praying. Oh, thank you so much." And it was like tears, you know, it was like swelling up in my eyes. Look at the gratitude. Look at the gratitude of what it was just to give her that 2,000 pesos. Buck something, whatever. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm going to stop here because I got 25 minutes right here. I think that's long enough for you to sit and listen to me rant. There are some other things I want to talk about, and I'll talk about it when I get back to Dumageddon. But right now, let me just finish here. I'm going to go down and have breakfast at the hotel. So again, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you may be the only one to see a vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I hope you're living good today, because I am. When I get back to Dumageddon, you know, there's going to be a change going on in my life. And I'm really looking forward to, you know, things to move in a different direction than what they have been, you know. But after this song, this is perfect for the end. For Gianna and Janelle, my two daughters, I love you so much. And I haven't sung this to you in a long time. So, rest of you, if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson once said, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man, treat him like a king. Gianna and Janelle, this for you. And no one I have to offer. And none of us need that love won't let you down. You said that you love me. Both of you, John and Janelle. The Lord only came to pass me. I sounded so convincing that I gave it half a chance and learn the ways of love, my babies, and all the love inside me, and all that I have for you, my all to you. Oh, my darling, and all this love is waiting for you too, my babies, my children, and all this love is waiting for you. Oh yeah, I had some problem, you too, and no one could see till some jail did. But you had the answer. You two had the answer. So I told her we'd have a chance and learn the way to love my girls and all that it had to offer. And all that I have, I give my all to you too. Oh, my children, and all this love is waiting for you too, my girls, my children, and all these, my love is waiting for know I really love you, Janelle. Say you really love me, Gianna. Say you really love me, Janelle. Cause I really love you, Gianna. You know I really love you, Janelle. Say you really love me, Gianna. Say you really love me, Janelle. Oh, cause I really love you, Gianna. I love you, crazy ass, Janelle. Say you love me. Oh, I love you. And baby, all my love is waiting for you too. You know, and you wonder why I want to have another child. I really like to have another child while I'm here in the Philippines. Okay, remember, I always love you more. I'll talk to them. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Ciao. Love you like a love song, baby.